Lala Anthony is only 45 years old. I'm 48, just to put things into context. Yes, she's aging. Yes, she's an older woman, but she doesn't look like that because she's getting old. She looks like that because that's the accumulative effect of overfilling your face. So they like to encourage young people to get fillers and Botox at a young age. But specifically with fillers, when you get them done early on, over the years, they build up. And what happens with fillers is that they absorb water. And that's why she has that pie effect where her face looks flat.
Lala Anthony has been in the spotlight for years, and for the longest time, people mainly talked about her beauty, confidence, and red carpet glow. But over the past few years, the conversation online has started shifting in a completely different direction. Instead of just complimenting her appearance, a lot of people have been paying closer attention to how dramatically her look seems to have changed over time. And now, social media stays filled with side-by-side photos, old interview clips, and endless debates about whether her transformation is completely natural or not. Of course, Lala herself has never publicly confirmed having cosmetic procedures done, and to be fair, plenty of celebrities deal with rumors like this all the time. But that has not stopped people online from building their own theories anyway. Viewers keep pointing out how certain features suddenly started looking sharper, fuller, smoother, and way more sculpted compared to her earlier years in entertainment. Some people think it could simply be better styling, fitness routines, makeup techniques, or aging differently with access to Hollywood-level beauty treatments. Meanwhile, others are convinced there had to be extra help behind the scenes. And honestly, one of the biggest reasons this conversation keeps getting attention is because the changes people noticed did not happen overnight. According to longtime fans, Lala's appearance seemed to evolve little by little over the years, which only made the speculation grow stronger. Instead of one dramatic switch, viewers started noticing a series of subtle differences that slowly added up. That is why people online continue dissecting old photos and public appearances even now in 2026. But before getting into all the rumors surrounding possible cosmetic enhancements, there is another topic that has followed Lala for years. And surprisingly, it has nothing to do with surgery talk at all. People have spent a very long time trying to figure out her actual age. Seriously, the confusion around her birth year has been one of the weirdest celebrity debates online for over a decade. Depending on which source people looked at back then, completely different birth years kept appearing. Some reports listed June 25th, 1979, while others pushed dates closer to 1981 or 1982. Then older magazine articles from the late 2000s and early 2010s seemed to contradict newer reports entirely. At one point, people online even started joking that the timeline around Lala's age had become more confusing than some celebrity relationship drama. The situation got even messier after a report from years ago claimed Lala was celebrating her 36th birthday in 2019. That instantly caused social media users to start pulling up older interviews and previous birthday coverage because many people believed she had already celebrated that age much earlier than that.
Photo. You can see that her hourglass figure is now more prominent. She has smaller arms, but her bust is still more prominent. Yeah, you can also notice that she's lost a bit of weight and she's quite slender. But in 2015, I see a change in Lala's looks again. Lala emerges with a new body shape. She has a smaller upper body and a bigger lower body. Her behind is more rounded and more lifted, and her chest area is smaller, same to her flanks and her midsection.
Once those comparisons started circulating online, the internet did what it always does and turned the whole thing into a giant investigation. Now, to be clear, nobody truly knows why the conflicting information kept appearing over the years. Some fans think it was simply media outlets getting details wrong repeatedly. Others believe Hollywood image culture may have played a role because the entertainment industry has always placed intense pressure on women to look younger for as long as possible. And honestly, that pressure is exactly why the cosmetic enhancement rumors surrounding Lala continue getting so much attention today. A lot of viewers feel the age confusion and the transformation rumors became connected in people's minds, especially once discussions about her appearance started becoming impossible to ignore online. Once the internet finished finished debating Lala Anthony's age for years, people immediately shifted their attention to something else they felt was impossible not to notice: her face. More specifically, her nose became one of the biggest talking points surrounding her transformation. Social media users started pulling up older photos from her early television days and comparing them to more recent red carpet appearances, claiming the difference looked way too precise to be random. Now, Lala has never publicly confirmed having a nose procedure done, so none of this should be treated like proven fact. But that definitely has not stopped online speculation from growing over the years. Some viewers believe her nose simply looks more refined because of makeup contouring, camera angles, lighting, or natural aging. Others are completely convinced cosmetic work played a role behind the scenes. At one point, even cosmetic surgery pages online started analyzing her transformation publicly. A plastic surgery clinic overseas reportedly suggested that Lala may have undergone what is often called ethnic rhinoplasty, pointing to changes in her nasal bridge, the shape of her tip, and the overall symmetry of her nose compared to older photos.
But I did not know he had 3 kids on her. I only remember hearing about 1, but that is crazy. I'm sure it has a lot to do with her being, in the spotlight a lot as well, but it is very possible that did, contribute to her insecurity and make her feel like she wasn't enough and that she needed to change her appearance. So that's really sad. I feel for her, honestly. I think she looks good. I don't think she ruined her face like some of the people suggested, but you can definitely tell that she's had, lots of work done. As, a lot of women in Hollywood end up getting work done. I mean, hell, even men at this point. Jim Carrey, that whole thing with his face, Drake and the abs. It's a thing. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about all this stuff, and I'll see y'all on the next one.
The discussion became even louder after some online commentators claimed her appearance seemed to evolve gradually across different years instead of changing all at once. Still, most people admitted the alleged changes were subtle rather than extreme. Nobody was saying she became unrecognizable or completely different overnight. In fact, a lot of fans argued that if work was done at all, it appeared relatively conservative compared to some of the dramatic celebrity transformations people usually see online. But once those conversations started, viewers began examining every other part of her appearance too, and that is where the body speculation entered the chat. Over the years, Lala's figure became another huge topic across blogs, reaction channels, and social media discussions. A lot of people started pointing out how curvier and more sculpted her body looked compared to earlier years in her career. Because she has long been associated with celebrities known for dramatic beauty transformations, people online quickly started building their own theories about whether cosmetic enhancements could have been involved. As expected, rumors about procedures and injections spread fast online during the late 2000s and early 2020s, especially during the height of exaggerated body trends in entertainment culture. At that time, social media had reached a point where many viewers questioned almost every celebrity transformation they saw. According to online reactions, people became increasingly skeptical whenever someone's body shape changed dramatically while still appearing extremely proportioned in certain areas. Lala eventually addressed some of the speculation herself when she participated in a BET documentary back in 2018 focused on the risks tied to dangerous underground cosmetic procedures and illegal injections.
And in your BET documentary Killer Curves, you address the dangers with getting plastic surgery in the black market. So what are your thoughts about women still putting their lives at risk to achieve the perfect body?
I'm definitely all about doing what makes you feel good, what you want you to do to make yourself feel good. I'm all for that. I just say do the research and do it the right way. Your face, your body is not something that you want to get a discount on. Like, okay, clothing, jewelry, all right, go wheel and deal and do what you got to do. But your body and your face, like, no, I'm not trying to go get some discount from some guy or woman who's not licensed somewhere. Like, that's not what I'm trying to do. So I just did the documentary to really provide information on if this is what you want to do, totally support it, but this is the right way to go about doing those things. And I think that's important, especially in the African American and Hispanic communities. There's so many women that are getting caught out there in the black market and just doctors that are not certified and not licensed and just trying to do quick fixes, and it's not going good. So just want to continue to shed light on that, and that documentary was really important to me and why.
She explained that the project was meant to raise awareness about health concerns, not shame women for personal choices regarding their bodies. She also reportedly shared that she had considered cosmetic enhancements before, but became uncomfortable with the possible risks involved. Even with those explanations, the internet still was not fully convinced. Years later, especially around 2023, people started talking again after Lala debuted a noticeably slimmer and more toned physique online. She credited the transformation to months of disciplined workouts, fitness routines, and consistent training. Honestly, that explanation makes complete sense considering celebrities often have access to elite trainers, nutrition plans, and wellness programs most people could only dream about. But naturally, social media kept analyzing everything anyway. Some online commentators argued that certain parts of her figure still looked unusually full despite her overall weight loss, which only restarted the enhancement rumors once again. A cosmetic surgeon online even added fuel to the conversation by suggesting that dramatic weight loss sometimes changes body proportions differently than what people believed they were seeing in Lala's case. And once those opinions hit the internet, the speculation machine started rolling all over again. As the speculation around Lala Anthony's transformation kept growing, some cosmetic experts online started breaking down what they believed could explain the changes people were noticing in her figure. One surgeon even claimed her hip area appeared more pronounced over time, which led him to speculate about possible fat grafting or contouring procedures. He also mentioned that dramatic shape changes like the ones people were discussing are sometimes associated with treatments such as liposuction, body sculpting, or Brazilian butt lift procedures. Now again, none of these claims were ever confirmed by Lala herself, and online opinions are still just opinions at the end of the day. But once these breakdown videos started circulating, social media users began examining every new photo she posted even more closely than before. Things got especially intense around 2023 after Lala shared bikini pictures showing a much slimmer frame than fans were used to seeing. The reaction online was immediate because people noticed her curves appeared far less dramatic compared to previous years. Instead of the fuller look she had become known for during the late 2000s and 10s, she suddenly appeared much leaner overall, and naturally, the internet had theories ready within minutes. That was around the same period when celebrity weight loss rumors were dominating social media nonstop. So almost instantly, people started accusing every slimmer celebrity of using trending weight management medications. Lala ended up getting pulled into those conversations too, especially after certain red carpet appearances sparked fresh debate online. A lot of attention focused on her appearance during the 2025 Met Gala, where some viewers claimed her face looked more hollow and sharply defined compared to older appearances. Online commenters started throwing around terms connected to rapid weight loss trends, while others argued people were being overly harsh and unrealistic toward aging women in Hollywood. Either way, the reactions were definitely loud. Some comment sections became brutal, with critics claiming Lala looked far older than before, while supporters pushed back and defended her appearance. And once conversations about weight loss started slowing down, people immediately jumped to another topic: fillers and Botox speculation. According to online discussions, many viewers believed Lala may have started relying too heavily on cosmetic facial treatments in recent years. Some critics claimed certain facial features looked overly tightened or overfilled in photos and videos. At one point, an aesthetic nurse even publicly commented online offering to help dissolve what she believed were excessive fillers, which only added more fuel to the already non-stop internet debate.
This picture on the left, it's around 2017, and as you can see, the facelift actually has her looking very pretty. But in 2017, her looks change again, and she's around the same weight, but there's a puffiness, not chubby, a puffiness to her face that was not there before.
Then Reddit got involved, and that is when things became even messier. A discussion thread criticizing Lala's appearance started gaining attention online, with hundreds of users debating whether Hollywood pressure may have pushed her toward constantly trying to maintain a younger image. A lot of people admitted they always considered her naturally beautiful, but felt the constant pressure to compete in celebrity culture might have influenced some of the changes fans believe they noticed over the years. And honestly, that pressure becomes even more understandable once people start looking at the complicated history of her relationship with former NBA star Carmelo Anthony. Because for years, their marriage stayed surrounded by rumors, public scrutiny, and nonstop headlines. Lala first met Carmelo back in 2003 after being introduced through DJ Clue while she was working in television. At the time, Carmelo had just entered the NBA as a young rookie for the Denver Nuggets. According to stories Lala later shared publicly, Carmelo originally told her he was older than he actually was when they first started talking. But during a later trip to Las Vegas, casino staff reportedly asked him for identification, and that was when she realized he was still technically a teenager at the time they met. Lala later joked in her own book that if she had known his real age immediately, she probably would not have taken the relationship seriously in the beginning. But despite that awkward start, the two continued building a connection that eventually turned into one of the most talked about celebrity relationships of the 2000s and 2010s. But despite the awkward discovery about Carmelo Anthony's real age at the time, Lala Anthony later admitted she had already started developing strong feelings for him anyway. According to interviews she gave over the years, what really pulled her in was not just the fame or NBA spotlight, but his personality. She described Carmelo as funny, calm, laid back, and far more mature than she originally expected from someone so young. And honestly, from the outside looking in, it is easy to see why the relationship moved fast. Carmelo was already living a lifestyle most people twice his age could not even imagine. He had major NBA money coming in, owned property in Denver, had luxury cars, private travel access, and reportedly spoiled Lala constantly during the early stages of their relationship. She even shared stories about him sending private jets so they could spend time together more often while he was playing ball. That type of lifestyle can definitely sweep somebody off their feet quickly. The relationship became serious almost immediately, and by Christmas of 2003, only a few months after meeting, the two were already engaged. But even though Lala was reportedly ready to walk down the aisle right away, Carmelo did not seem to be in the same rush. Years started passing without a wedding happening, and according to Lala's own comments later on, she began wondering whether marriage was actually going to happen at all. Eventually, she moved into his home in Denver, and in 2007, the couple welcomed their son together. According to Lala's book, becoming parents changed the conversation completely because she no longer wanted to sit in relationship limbo. She explained that she eventually gave Carmelo a serious ultimatum, basically telling him they needed to either fully commit or stop pretending they were building toward marriage. The two finally got married in July 2010, and from the outside, it looked like they had become one of entertainment and sports' biggest power couples. But behind all the glamorous appearances and public smiles, rumors surrounding Carmelo's loyalty followed the relationship constantly for years. Blogs, gossip sites, and social media discussions repeatedly accused him of entertaining attention from other women throughout the marriage, though many of the stories remained in the category of speculation and reports rather than confirmed facts.
When I was no longer feeling great about it, sad every day, crying, just feeling somewhat lost, not feeling loved the right way. I'm like, I don't want this to be for the rest of my life, and I don't want my son, I have to be an example to my son seeing me, sad or whatever. I didn't want that, and I was like, this is just not feeling good anymore. And there was a lot of things that had been done, and I was just like, I gotta move on from this.
Do you think that if you weren't in the public eye, would you have handled the situation at all differently?
I would have still made the same decision, but it would have been less maybe pressure or less eyes on me, like, what's she gonna do? People are saying this, and is this true, or whatever it is. I think it would have been less pressure maybe, but I do think I still would have came to the same conclusion because some boundaries were crossed that I just couldn't.
Still, people online have long believed that living inside that kind of environment could affect anybody emotionally over time. And honestly, this is where many viewers started connecting Lala's evolving appearance to the pressure surrounding her relationship. Some fans believe constantly being connected to a younger superstar athlete placed her under nonstop pressure to maintain a certain image in an industry already obsessed with youth and beauty. Carmelo spent years moving through celebrity circles, nightlife scenes, and professional sports culture where younger women were constantly around. Meanwhile, Lala was balancing motherhood, television work, public appearances, and a marriage that stayed under public scrutiny nonstop. According to online commentary over the years, some people believe that kind of lifestyle naturally creates pressure to stay looking youthful, polished, and camera-ready at all times. And to be fair, this conversation goes deeper than just celebrity gossip. Hollywood has always treated aging very differently depending on whether someone is male or female. A lot of women in entertainment openly talk about feeling pressure to refresh their appearance as they get older because relevance and desirability are constantly tied to youth culture. So when viewers speculate about Lala possibly changing her appearance, many people see it less as vanity and more as survival inside an industry that rarely lets women age peacefully. Then came the major turning point in the marriage. Around 2017, reports started spreading that Lala and Carmelo had separated after years together. Soon after, online rumors exploded claiming Carmelo had allegedly fathered a child outside of the marriage with a woman named Mia Angel Burks. Multiple entertainment blogs discussed the allegations heavily at the time, though much of the story stayed surrounded by online claims and public speculation. Despite all the drama, the relationship did not completely end right away. By late 2018, people started noticing signs that Lala and Carmelo may have quietly reconciled for a period of time, even after everything that had already unfolded publicly. By 2019, the relationship between Lala Anthony and Carmelo Anthony already seemed shaky in the eyes of many fans. But things got even messier that summer after paparazzi photos suddenly started making rounds online. While Lala was back in New York celebrating her birthday, Carmelo ended up being photographed on a yacht near southern France alongside a woman named Sarah Smeary. And once those pictures hit the internet, social media completely exploded with reactions. Almost immediately, people began assuming the worst about the situation. The photos spread fast across blogs and celebrity pages, especially because Carmelo and Lala's marriage had already faced years of public scrutiny and cheating rumors by that point. According to online reactions at the time, many people felt the timing made everything look even worse, considering Lala was celebrating her birthday separately while those vacation photos were surfacing overseas.
Look at this photo from her early 20s and 2022. It looks like a whole new person. Yes, her eyes look the same, but it's a whole new person.
Carmelo later addressed the backlash publicly by posting a video explaining that the trip was supposedly business-related. He claimed Sarah was married and suggested there was nothing inappropriate happening because her husband was allegedly also part of the trip. But the internet was definitely not satisfied with that explanation. Social media users quickly started digging deeper into the situation themselves, and several entertainment blogs began questioning parts of his story. Online reports later claimed Sarah was not actually married, and some outlets alleged Carmelo had only recently met her during Paris Fashion Week events shortly before the yacht photos surfaced. Once those details started circulating online, the speculation surrounding the situation intensified even more. People immediately started analyzing Lala's social media activity for clues about how she was reacting behind the scenes. At one point, Lala reportedly posted and later deleted an image showing a heart with a dagger through it, which many followers interpreted as a subtle response to everything happening publicly. Of course, she never directly explained the meaning behind the post, but that did not stop social media from connecting the dots anyway. Then only weeks later, more reports started surfacing claiming the couple had decided to spend time living separately while trying to figure out the future of their marriage. According to entertainment outlets at the time, Lala was reportedly seeking legal advice regarding the relationship, which made many fans believe things between them had seriously deteriorated behind closed doors. But unfortunately, the drama did not stop there. Around 2021, Lala experienced a serious health scare after family members reportedly noticed concerning symptoms involving dizziness, sweating, and balance issues. She was taken to the hospital, where doctors performed a medical procedure connected to an abnormal heartbeat condition she had reportedly dealt with for years. Thankfully, she later recovered, but the situation understandably became a stressful period for her and her family. Then, only weeks after that health situation became public, another explosive story started spreading online involving Carmelo. A woman reportedly contacted a celebrity news outlet claiming Carmelo was the father of her newborn twins. According to reports circulating at the time, the woman allegedly provided screenshots of conversations and other materials to support her claims. She also claimed Carmelo had financially assisted her but was not consistently present in the children's lives. Now, it is important to note that much of the information surrounding that situation came from entertainment blogs, online allegations, and unverified claims circulating publicly at the time. Still, the story generated massive attention online because people were already closely watching Carmelo and Lala's relationship after years of rumors and public issues. Carmelo later publicly acknowledged being the father of another child connected to previous rumors involving Mia Angel Burks. And once that confirmation happened, social media users immediately started revisiting all the earlier allegations surrounding the marriage. By then, many people online believed the relationship had been dealing with far more turmoil behind the scenes than the public originally realized. And honestly, looking back now in 2026, it is easy to understand why so many fans eventually felt Lala had spent years carrying emotional pressure while trying to maintain a polished public image through all the chaos. By the time Lala Anthony officially filed for divorce in 2021, a lot of fans felt she had already been carrying years of pressure, public scrutiny, and nonstop online commentary surrounding both her marriage and her appearance. And honestly, ever since that chapter of her life ended, people online have continued noticing major changes in the way she presents herself publicly. Every new red carpet appearance, photo shoot, or social media post somehow turns into another debate about beauty standards, cosmetic enhancements, and celebrity image culture. What makes the conversation even more interesting is that Lala has never fully confirmed or denied most of the speculation surrounding her appearance. Instead, she usually focuses on self-care, confidence, growth, and doing whatever makes her personally feel happy and comfortable. And to be fair, that is probably the smartest approach because no matter what celebrities do, the internet almost always finds something to criticize anyway. At the end of the day, this whole situation honestly says more about society's obsession with youth, perfection, and unrealistic beauty standards than it says about Lala herself. The same people praising dramatic celebrity transformations are usually the first ones tearing them apart months later. And in Hollywood especially, women are constantly under pressure to stay looking flawless no matter their age. Whether Lala changed her appearance naturally, cosmetically, or somewhere in between, one thing is obvious. People have been watching her every move for years, and the conversation still has not slowed down even now in 2026. But let me know what you think about the whole situation down below. And if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe for more celebrity drama, entertainment news, and messy Hollywood stories. Also, make sure you check out the next video popping up on your screen right now because trust me, the drama only gets crazier from here. See you in the next one.